Okay, so I said I was going to try it with food coloring, so I've added 6 drops of food coloring in each one of these, except for the one that I made a purple. I added 6 red and 4 blue. So now we're going to add the plaster of Paris slowly. I guess I could do 2 at a time. Definitely not a lefty. So that seems to be the one that's pouring nicely. And again, it's 10 mils of water and 20 mils plaster of Paris. Get that out of the way. See if I can demold this time without cracking it, because if I can, then I can always resin it for the extra hardness afterwards. A little less, but that's okay. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference for a tiny little drop or two. Bad view when my hand gets in the way, isn't it? And my red. Which will probably end up pink because of the white, but that's okay. And blue. Sorry, it was 4 drops of each color, except for that one. It was 6 red and 4 blue. I'll let them sit for about a minute. I have 5 sticks. I just want the moisture to absorb, the water to absorb it all. Oops, I put it on top of a bump. Shoot that off. And then a couple of different molds. With some D&D dice I want to try. And I'm sure other games, but D&D is one of them, which I purchased on Amazon to do resin pieces, but again, my alcohol inks weren't working properly in these. I'm just going to clean out the lip so that it'll seal for me nicely. Not that you can see any of what I'm doing, I'm just taking a little bit of resin out of the corners here. And this mold again. And a couple of other ones that we're going to try. Should almost add a little bit more to this one because I did have more food coloring in there, which made more than 10 mils, or 10 mils. I'm just gonna add a little tiny drop more. Because if you notice, all the rest of them are filled completely. And I haven't stirred yet, so it's okay to do that. Oh, I'm making a mess. That's okay. And I just use baby wipes to clean everything up. It just happens that I have a grandchild that still uses baby wipes, so I get them from his mother. In exchange for coffee on a regular basis. Okay, start with the blue. And it's a good consistency. It's a little thick still, but that's okay. Just squish around the sides. Nice and smooth. It's can't really see the consistency. I like pancake batter, I guess. My red is a pink, which I knew was going to happen. And green is very, very light. And kind of a lavender purple. Okay. Let's try this again. And the pieces that I messed up, I'm just going to use those extra pieces for like resin pieces or whatever when I do my resin art. Little bit here, little bit there. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just playing, really. I don't really have any idea in my mind. I'm just basically for testing purposes. That's why I'm doing it this way. And I would say you have about 5 minutes, maybe more, to play room before it starts to harden to the point where you can't use it anymore. This mold, you can't really tap the air out of it because it's not an easy mold to work with, this one. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it bends, like it folds over when you try to do anything with it. So, like I said, it's not the easiest mold to work with. I'm just going to add a little bit more yellow over here because hopefully it'll Make this a little thicker on this side. This side I think is a little thinner too, which doesn't help at all. So I'm going to move these, and I'm going to try another one of these ones. Starting with my purple. Yellow. Pink. Blue. And made a mess on my counter, my desk. That's okay though. I just finished saying I only have so much time to work with these, and then I go start cleaning my counter, my area. Oh well, whatever. It is what it is. Let's go with one of these. And last color is pink. Oops. This one is probably going to leak out because I've overfilled it, and I really can't have it that full in this mold. That is the wrong one. As you can see, there's a little tiny hole right there on the top that is designed for filling the mold. But of course I did not do what I should have done, so I'm going to try and just add a little bit more green to the top, and hopefully that will fill the hole. A little bit of tapping too can sometimes pop the air bubbles. I'm not afraid of cleanup. Again, I don't really have much of a what I want to do here. I just am playing a bit. See what comes out of it, comes from it. No, that one's too big. I guess the rest of these, I'll just use these. And I like to use these containers because you can just throw them out and they're only $1 at the dollar store. So I need to make sure I put this one in the right way. And hope that this time it doesn't all come spewing out the end like it just did. We'll see how it turns out anyways. And I'm hoping that by tapping it down, it will blend the two colors together so that they don't break apart where the colors meet up. I'm hoping, but we'll see. See how it filled the air pocket there? Food coloring, I'm noticing, is doing a little bit of running over here. I don't know if you guys can see that. No, you can't. See, it's doing a little bit of running down here, but I'm hoping it will still harden the same. We'll find out. Oh, I got a little bit of cross-contamination here. That's okay. Yellow. Again, I'm just doing little taps. Some jiggling just to get everything down where it needs to be. Try not to have any air pockets. And we will try and place this one on. No, it doesn't like to. Sorry, not in the screen. I know I'm not. Trying to fit the cap on the mold, and it's just not wanting to cooperate with me. Okay, I think I got that one. Okay, I don't really have any other molds to use, so I guess we can pull this one out. I will move this big one over to my table. Side table. And we'll just use up the rest of this space. And we'll try anyways. As you can see, it's already hardening, so trying to get it out is going to be interesting. Yeah, nope. Maybe a little more green there. Just to fill it. Well, it looks like the last one I have is a lot of greens, so let's go with just a round one. It could be a base for a picture or something. Maybe my crafty orca magnets. Don't use your torch, don't use anything like that to cure these because, or pop bubbles, because it's just going to make it harden even faster and it could damage the polymer. I mean the plaster. So normally you would demold these within half an hour. I'm going to wait until tomorrow after work because it is 9 o'clock and I need to go to bed because of work tomorrow. Thanks. Have a wonderful evening.